YouTube, good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on the time you are watching this tutorial. So this is the tutorial which is the continuation of my earlier tutorial of Ambari cluster configuration. Okay, so if you haven't seen that, you please watch that because that is the part 1 and we are completing the installation of a cluster on Ambari in this tutorial. So if you haven't seen this, please watch this tutorial. Okay, so Apache Ambari installation and configuration part 1. So you have to see this, and once you have seen this, then only you can continue with this next one. So I was at the end of this tutorial and we were about to finish the installation. So today I'll show you the installation. So here we are, our installation is finished, but we have encountered some errors. Okay, so before we proceed with that, let me tell you that you need to make it successful, you need the minimum requirement that you need is 4 GB RAM. So if you are having less than 4 GB RAM or 1 GB RAM or 2 GB RAM, it's gonna fail because it will throw an error like Java memory allocation failed or something like that. So or else the server will hang and it will not it will go unfinished. Okay, so you must have 4 GB RAM, and also you must have minimum 15 to 20 GB of disk drive. So because if you can see all my servers, if you can see my servers are having 4 GB of RAM. Okay, and I have minimum like you can see almost like around 20 GB of space. Okay, so you must have that. So after that you can continue, and then see, you can see here now we have some error like Hive client installation failed. Okay, so we cannot proceed without fixing this problem. So what I'm gonna do is I will fix this issue. So let's click on this. So you can see here, it is saying that it is not able to download some file, failed to download the file from this location, the resource, from the resources folder MySQL connected or java.jar. Okay, due to HTTP error not found. Okay, not found. So this resource they are trying to search, and it is not there for Hive client installation. So what you have to do is you have to go to your main server, which is a master server where your Ambari server is running. Okay, and you have to go to where lib Ambari server and resources. Okay, so here you have to search for, here all your resources will be present. So if you take this URL, so you will come to know that what are the resources which are being used. Okay, so for example, if I copy this and I take this, okay, so here instead of the private IP we are going to use the public IP for M1 machine. Okay, so just copy this public IP and place it here. So this is your URL. So now if you go to this location, or let's take the complete URL. So if you take this and if you open a new tab, so here if you see, this is not present. So this resource they are looking for Hive client installation. So what you have to do is you need all these resources in your M1 machine, which is the Ambari server machine. Okay, so you have to go to this folder and you have to place the MySQL connected or jar file. So what you can do is you can go to Google and just search for MySQL connected or jar. So you will get, definitely you'll get some of the way to download it. So just I just can download this link, copy link address, and here you can type wget and the link. So you will be able to get the file. So once you get that, just unzip it. Okay, and here now you will be having this file. Okay, yeah. So what you do is you can remove this file. This is not required now. We are looking for only this file. Okay, so now we have this file present, right? Yeah. So now if you see this file, if you go to if you try to search for this URL, you should be able to get it. So okay, so now you should be able to continue your installation. So what you can do is you can retry for this after you have placed this jar file for Hive client installation. So just click on retry and let's see what is happening. Okay, so again it may take some time, because okay, this time it won't take much time, because it will only install the ones which are not installed. So probably it will take less time. Okay, so please make note of that while the installation is going on. What I'm going to tell you is that you must have a minimum of 4 GB RAM and minimum of 20 GB of hard disk drive, because at the moment eventually you will end up with a warning that your disk is full, or your name node start will fail. Even if you your installation finishes with warning, your name node won't start. It will say that JVM Java heap memory allocation failed or something like that. So I have faced all those errors. That is why I'm telling you from my own experience. So please note all these points. So this is the final step. After that we are going to finish the installation, and then we will see all the components in detail. So just to save the time, I will pause the video and let's continue once the installation is finished. Okay, so now we have completed the installation, but again we have warnings, and let's see what is happening here. So now Hive client installation is successful. The next is like, okay, so we are like getting like check zookeeper, data node start, name node start. Okay, fine. So again all the machines are having some of the issues. Okay, fine. So we have starting services problem. Okay, so just we'll click on next, and this you'll see what is happening. So okay, so this is the summarization. Okay, so 3 warning cluster consists of 3 host master services installed. Okay, so complete. Okay, so we have this admin console dashboard. So as you can see, we have a lot of warnings and errors. Okay, so we have to check the health, and we have to check everything. So for example, name node is not started. Okay, so what we have to do is, so what is happening here, CPU utilization for 18 minutes, connection to this has failed, connection refused. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to fix all these issues one by one. Okay, so let me just check what is happening. Okay, so what I did is I went to HDFS, and you see here name node is currently started. So what I did is I went to name node, and here name node I clicked on action, and here I just clicked on start. So currently it is already running. Okay, so we go back HDFS. So as you can see, name node is running. So here you will get a quick links, okay, to access the name node UI. Okay, so what the problem is here, if you click on this, it will take you to your HDFS web HDFS page. Okay, so here This is nothing but what we get when you install a basic distribution of Hadoop, which is Apache Hadoop through standalone mode. Okay, so if you go to browse system, so these are the default file and folders which will be present when you install through Ambari. Okay, so if you do through basic Apache installation, there won't be any files. So this is your file system. Okay, coming back to Ambari, so you see secondary name node is not running. So let's just try to check what is happening. So here you see secondary name node. Click on this and let's just try to start it. So it is asking whether you want to start secondary name node. Click on OK. So okay, so you see it is successful. Click on OK. So secondary name node is running. Coming back to HDFS, so as you can see here, secondary name node is also running. So once it is successful, so you will get a green light here. So these all are having issues. Okay, so we have to fix all these problems because, okay, what about yarn? Let's go to yarn. So yarn, you can see it is stopped. Resource manager stopped, everything stopped. So let's try to, for example, resource manager, and you see accumulo, everything, master, everything is having some issue. So for example, let's go to okay, resource manager. So let's just try to start the resource manager. Let's see what is happening. So likewise, you have to explore all the components of Hadoop, and you have to check the logs, you have to check the criticality of the alerts, and you have to make sure all your options are in green and your cluster is the health is fine. Okay, so in fact we will make one more session where we will check all the components and explore the Ambari installation, explore the Ambari dashboard completely. Okay, so I'm not going to cover everything here at this moment. So let me just check. It's just going to take some time. Okay, so if you just click on this, it is saying something. Click on OK. Okay, so you see resource manager is still not started. Okay, so coming back to HDFS, so here if you see again, here we have other problems also, because if you see here there are alerts. Okay, so just click on this. So probably you will get something, connection failed for 29 minutes. Okay, so okay, what about data node and all? So if you see here, let's just check the data node, and let me just check. So if you see here, let's just go to overview first. So if you go to overview, so you see there are live nodes. Okay, so you see the live node, there are no live node present, which means our data nodes are not started. Okay, so we have problem in data node. Okay, so currently resource manager is being started. So you see we have again error in starting resource manager. Okay, so let's just check what is happening. So you see here we are getting some error. DFS directory does not exist. Okay, so it is trying to access some directory which is not present. So okay, so we can maybe retry to the above exception was caught. So it is trying to create this directory or access this directory DFS directory ats.done does not exist. Okay, so maybe we can create this directory and we can try to so for example, this is .17 server, so we go to .17 and we try to create this directory ats.done. So mkdir ats done. Okay, so mkdir minus p. Okay, so now we are able to have this directory, and let's just try to, okay, so we try to do this again, resource manager. So here if you scroll down, we will try to start it again. Okay, meanwhile we will go back to our data node and we will try to start data node. Okay, so there are 3 data nodes, so let's just go to data node. So here it is saying something like that, following master components are down. Okay, so master components are down, that is why the data node is not started. Okay, so to start data node you need to start accumulo server, like for example you see here accumulo, you have to start accumulo monitor and everything. Okay, so let's go to accumulo and here we try to start accumulo. Let's just see what is happening. So our starting resource manager is still pending and we are trying to start the next component. So let me just go through all this and let me just pause the video, because let me just check. Okay, so let me just explore what is happening here. If it is taking more time, so we may have to pause the video. So you can actually see what is happening in the log. Okay, so it is trying to create this log. If any error will occur, it will be written in this file. Still trying to start. So okay, coming back to our console. So what we have done is we have started the accumulo master and accumulo monitor. Okay, and still we have accumulo tracer that we have to start, and so we'll do that one by one. So coming back to the data node, which is the most important part for HDFS. So there are 3 data nodes, so I have started one. Let's just go again back to data node and we will start another data node. Let's just click on this and go back to data node. So let's just try to start this data node. Okay, so just click on this and click on start. So okay, so data node started. Okay, so you can see it is successful. Coming back to third data node, so we have 3 data nodes, so you can see 2 of the 3 is already started. So coming back to third one, so here okay, so here data node again we will try to start and let's see what is happening. Okay, so data node started, all the 3 data nodes is started. So HDFS looks kind of green, so HDFS almost looks like okay. So there are 3 data nodes, all of them are started. So you can see now we will go back to the server and we'll try to check the health from here. So here you must be aware that the Ambari installation wizard automatically installed the necessary users. Okay, so you will have HDFS user, you will have Hive user, you have Yarn user, Days user, depending on the application. So if you want to run any command for HDFS, you have to go as HDFS. Okay, so this is your HDFS user. So for every user, if you go to home and if you just press ls-ltr, so you must see that Ambari cluster installation wizard has automatically installed all these users. Okay, so we'll just run hdfs dfs admin and minus report. So we'll just see the cluster health. So as you can see here, currently there are live node count is 3 and all your 3 data nodes are in the cluster. Let's check the same from the GUI. Okay, so this is your overview. Just let's click on the overview. Okay, so we should be able to get 3 live nodes. Okay, so you can see there are 3 live nodes currently present. Okay, so this is how you can debug and you can start the applications. Okay, fine. So what about Hive? What is happening here? Hive meta store, Hive server is stopped. Let's just click on this and Hive server. Let's just try to start it and see what is happening. Okay, so Hive server, we'll see what is happening, or it is throwing some error. So you have to debug all the components and you have to start them one by one. Okay, fine. So let's just explore the same from the server point of view. So if you can see here, if you just press Ctrl D, so you can see here we have these many users created. So for example, if I want to check if I want to start HBase, so you have to log in as HBase. So this is HBase user. So if I run HBase, so these are the commands which are available for HBase. Okay, so let's, for example, HBase shell. So you can see so likewise you can start the process. Okay, and you can do your activity one by one. Okay, so it is taking some time again, and so what I'm gonna do is I will create one more tutorial for exploring all the components of Ambari Hadoop, and we will do one by one and we will debug them all, and we'll see what is the health status, and we'll fix all these red colors. Okay, so so Hive server is taking some time. So let's just go to dashboard and see what is happening here. So see, once your components are started, you will get the the analysis of the matrix of the data. So you see name node CPU, there is no NA. So data node live, there are 3 data nodes are present currently and none of them are dead. Okay, name node heap 10% is used. Okay, HDFS disk usage. So this is what I wanted to tell you guys. So how simple it becomes with Ambari or Cloudera distribution. So you can see HDFS disk usage 57% is used. So where DFS has used, what is non-DFS has used, what is remaining, just you can get it by just hovering on the tool. Okay, so name node RPC, memory usage, everything, name node uptime. See, this is what is makes it very usable. Okay, so heat maps. So you can see here default rack. So there are no rack uh, we have created. So by default all the machines are present in default rack. So rack awareness, if you are not aware, please watch my rack awareness tutorial. Okay, so this is how it is. And let me just go back to dashboard and config history. So here you can see your configuration history and version, everything is given here. And if you just minimize the services, you can go back to hosts. So here you see all the hosts are present, and if you see here, there are 37 components running on this server, 19 on this second, and on master server there are 14 components running. So you can see falling slave components are down, HST agent. So HST agent is down. So likewise you can debug, and you can work with it. Okay, so that's all in this tutorial, and of course I will come back with another tutorial with fixing all these issues. Thanks for watching, and if you like this tutorial, if it helped you, please subscribe and please share with your people. Okay, thank you.